Hi guys, this is John Wildy from locumCRNA.com. I just wanted to come to you today with a little bit more information. So for this episode, we want to talk about goals. I really wanted you to think about your goals. And, when I said think about your goals, you probably said make more money, right? And kind of flippantly waved it off or shook your head and said, well, that's not going to happen. Well, is this really a goal, or what a goal should be considered? I think there's really more to it. So in our goal setting, we're going to talk about the SMART method. On the screen you see SMART spelled out, you see specific, strategic, significant for the S. So let's talk about this goal of to make more money. Is it specific? No, it's kind of vague. What could you say? I want to make $7,000 more. Great. Is it strategic? Is it important to you? What's the significance and how is it going to affect you, right? So does it have meaning? Is there something that says that's really important to me, and so we're going to make this specific and very significant to me goal? M is for measurable. Meaningful, motivational, so that kind of goes into the strategic and significant, right? So let's go over measurable. Is to make more money or to make $7,000 more measurable? Not really. So how do we define measurable? Measurable means that we're going to see an increase in our bank account or increase in our savings, investments. How are we going to measure this goal? Is it attainable and achievable? Is it realistic that you're going to make $7,000 more? For some of us, it's definitely an attainable, achievable, or adjustable. You can change something in your life to make this happen. Is it relevant? Is it really going to make a difference for you, for your debt, or for your savings, or for your retirement to do that? And is it results oriented? Can you get a result from it? And finally, can this goal of to make more money or to make $7,000, is there a timeline to it? Is it trackable? Is it tangible? Is it something that you can say, this is what's going to make the difference? So how do we make and write our goal down so that it really does go and follow this SMART method? So if we're going to take this, I'm going to make $7,000. Let's say we're going to make an additional $7,000 in the next 3 months by working as a locum for X amount of days or X amount of weeks. But does that really finish the entire goal? Not really, because it doesn't have the significance or motivation behind it, right? So we also need to say we're going to do this goal and we're going to accomplish this, and we want to do this because we want to be able to take a family vacation this year. So now we have this goal that's pretty specific. We need to make $7,000. We have the measurable and meaningful because we want to take this vacation, and we'll know if we're able to take this vacation and we're able to set it up. We'll know that the results are attainable and achievable because we have set out how exactly we're going to do that. We're going to take X amount of days and work as a locum in another facility to bring in extra money. And finally, it's timely. We know when we need to do it, we know what we're doing it for, and within what amount of time we plan to have the result. So that is a SMART goal. It's not just saying, oh, I flippantly want to do this, but I don't know exactly when or how I'm going to do it. So a SMART goal allows us to do that. But in order to do that, we need to think about more than just setting the goal, right? So we have this SMART goal, and that's all great, but what do we have to do? There's always something we have to do. So now we have to take action, or we have to act. We have to start doing something that is going to change what our expected outcome is. So in the example of make more money, we talk about the fact that we want to make more money. We know that we want to do it by working as a locum. So what are you going to do to take action on those aspects? Well, one of those is just listening to this video, YouTube, podcast, whatever you want to call it. It's not a podcast because we're not on Apple and all of that kind of thing. But you're going to take action. You are taking steps towards improving on where you are right now. So congratulations, you're doing step 0 or 1. And you're going to continue to learn as we go through how and what steps you need to do to take those actions and get yourself on a path to being able to make more money if that is your goal. There's tons of goals, and there will be more things and more goals that you're going to have to set in order just to make this a viable option. And we're going to continue to talk about those as we go on. So in addition to the goals, the SMART goals, and the actions, I really want you to be thinking about your why, which is also part of that significance, right? I want you thinking about what's your purpose in life. What is the thing that makes you most happy, and why are you really wanting to do it? Is it just one vacation? Is it your quality of life you want to improve, your children's quality of life? Is it, I want to be able to retire in 5 years and be financially independent and retire early or retire on time? Is it to pay off your student loans? What is your current life's purpose? And is that negotiable? Is there something that will come before that? Because if there is, it may mean that you need to consider another action plan. So I want you to think about what are the things that are most important to you that you can take action on. You can make the goal, you can make it a SMART goal, and continue to evaluate where you are in this process of, I think I might want to do locums or 1099 work, but I have these things that are standing in my way or are allowing me to do this right now because I don't have a family yet. I don't have kids yet. And so this might allow me a better action plan. With that action plan also comes a significant need to be organized. Getting life together in order to be able to do this is actually really, really important. It's not just organizing your thoughts. It's not just organizing your goals, but having them written down in a good and orderly fashion, not with the post-it notes or sticky notes somewhere stuck around. Those might be good as a reminder in a place that you're going to see in an everyday capacity, but having them written down in an organized and clear fashion. I have all of mine on a chalkboard in my office. I write out 10 to 15 goals per year. I edit it maybe every 6 months, and then I look out to what's my plan for the next year or so, beyond that initial 6 months or year. So I have some short-term and some very long-term goals, and then there's things like a vision board. A vision board can show you 10 years in the future and what you are hoping to accomplish in the long term. So there's short, intermediate, and long term that you can set up as your goals. One might be just this week, I'm going to start my diet, I'm going to start some exercise, and I'm going to make this happen. And you might need some sticky notes to remind you of that as you're going out the door, as you're going into the refrigerator. But overall, I want you to have a nice, clear, written out somewhere, very visible to you and in a meaningful area for you, so that you can see those full set of goals on a regular and routine basis. Maybe they're sitting in your office on a big chalkboard like mine. But also it's getting yourself organized in order to be able to accomplish these goals. So getting all of your paperwork together, preparing your credentialing paperwork for potential locum work in the future is always a very important thing, and having it all in one area so you can get those to either hospitals, groups, recruiters, however you plan to do that. But next time I want to talk a little bit about this organization, and I want to talk a little bit about your resume formation, things that need to be on your resume, what you need to include with your resume, especially if you're talking to a hospital group, credentialer, recruiter, whoever that is. So in my plans, that's coming up in a future episode. Thank you so much from locumCRNA.com. This is John Wildy. I am here to help you. You know how to get a hold of me either by Facebook, by the website, or by email. So those are all definitely the ways you can get a hold of me. Look me up, find me, ask me your questions, and I'm going to still be here trying to help you organize, get ready, start your locum, love your locum position, and hopefully want to do it again. Have a great day. Bye-bye.